Hi T-Bolts. Today we're going to share some prom information with you. I'm so excited to kick off with other staff here today to share about the venue, some safety protocols, as well as any other details that you may need for this momentous day. Can't wait to celebrate prom with you. I wish you a glorious prom, a safe and happy one. Take care and we'll catch up soon.
Hi everyone, I am Mike Murphy and we are upon another prom season and just a few helpful starting points as we move through this experience for your sons and daughters that might help you out for the weekend and also help your son or daughter out. I think the biggest thing I want to impress upon you is that our number one goal as a school is to focus on safety for the prom event. So what does that look like? At the event itself, of course, there'll be security staff from the event venue, but we're also going to have staff from Andrew High School that are going to be there and part of that experience. Part of that will also be Officer SRO London will also be there as well as administration, the deans, assistant principal. So as a starting point, we've got a good basis for creating a good environment for the kids. Our number one goal is for kids to be in a situation where they're making good choices for this weekend. I think over the years, one of the things we've found is that the kids always rise to the occasion. They dress up, they play the part, and they know that this is an event that is a little different than the things they're normally used to. So, but with that, we want students to make good choices. And what does that look like? It means that they're communicative with their friends. They all have each other's phone numbers for whoever they're going with. It also means that they possibly have the limo driver's phone number so they know if they have to communicate with a limo driver if they're being transported to the event that way. Good choices is not always the easy thing to do, but it's part of an experience that you're able to have a conversation with your son or daughter about when it comes to just creating a communication plan for that weekend. For us as a school, we really look at prom as it's a singular event. It's one night. We host that event. We realize that over the years, prom becomes a lot of different things to a lot of different people, including weekends away and whatever else happens. For you as a parent, I think it's fair and reasonable for you to have a conversation with your son or daughter about finding out who they're going with, where they're going, and what other intentions they have for that weekend. But as a singular event that we are managing that weekend as a school, we want to make sure one important part is a discussion point for you with your son or daughter, and that's about situational awareness. Because we're not in Tinley Park, right? We're in a different place that a lot of the kids don't frequent and aren't regular attendees of the downtown area. We want to make sure that there's a plan in place for communication with friends, being conscious of who's around them, and just whatever that experience is when they leave the event that evening. Hopefully some of these tips will be helpful for you as you go into the prom weekend experience. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at school and I'd be more than happy to answer anything.
Hello everyone, I'm Kelly Sullivan, Student Assistance Coordinator here at Andrew. Today I want to go over some information and tips that I hope will be helpful for our students and families for prom and prom weekend. Our goal for students as a VJA community is to always encourage and support healthy behaviors and good decision making in order to stay safe and be fully present so we can enjoy this special time. Students, this is a time to celebrate and reflect on all we have accomplished throughout the past 4 years and look forward to the future. Keep this at the forefront of your mind when it comes to making decisions. I encourage students to reflect on your personal values, goals, and boundaries as you prepare for the prom season. Some important things for our students and families to discuss is the avoidance of using substances during prom and prom weekend. As we know, alcohol and substances can affect our brain's decision-making abilities and can contribute to unintended consequences. Another important point to remember and talk with our teens about is to never take anything that we don't know where it came from. Some pills and other substances today can include deadly chemicals that we want to stay away from and avoid at all costs. It can be helpful to be proactive and know your plan ahead of time while we're calm and regulated before all the excitement begins. Practice how you will respond or approach different situations that may interfere with your personal values, boundaries, and goals. Remember, if you see something, say something. It's always your choice to make good decisions that align with your goals and values. Wishing you a wonderful prom season. Be safe, look out for your fellow T-Bolts, and have so much fun. Thank you.
Well, hey there, Andrew High School families. This is Mrs. Della Vega, along with Mrs. Del Bianco, here to give you some important and exciting details about Prom 2024. As you can see, Prom will be on April 26th from 7 to 11 p.m. at the Chicago Sports Museum in Harry Carey's on the 7th floor of Water Tower Place. Prom is primarily attended by seniors. However, juniors are welcome to attend as well. If an Andrews student would like to bring an outside guest, it is very important that they give themselves ample time to fill out the required form. Students can get this form in the cashier's office or download it straight from GoFan. They must have it signed by our dean's office as well as the guest's school and return it to our cashier office by the last day of ticket sales, which is April 12th.
Prom drop-off will be under the Harry Carey awning off of Pearson Street, but students may not enter the venue until 7 p.m. Andrew High School does not provide transportation to prom. It is strongly recommended that students arrange drop-off transportation to the Chicago Sports Museum. Parking is available for $13 with validation for 5 hours in the Water Tower Place underground parking garage, but may take some effort. Please refer to the parent packet for details. Prom food service will consist of hearty buffet-style appetizers that include a wide selection of foods. Students with food allergies should contact Mrs. De La Vega or Mrs. Del Bianco by April 12th, 2024.
Tickets will sell on the GoFan site for $115 a person from April 2nd through the 12th. The prom packet that is linked on the GoFan site contains additional relevant information. Please feel free to reach out to myself, Mrs. De La Vega, or Mrs. Del Bianco with any questions. See you at the prom!
Hi there. Thank you for taking a few minutes to go over the directions on how to get to Harry Carey's at Water Tower Place. As you can see in this first image, the assumption is that you're coming up Lakeshore Drive. You're either going to get there via I-55 or 9094. Once you're at Lakeshore Drive, we are recommending that you either take Randolph Street or Monroe Street. If you continue past those streets, Google Maps will get you to Water Tower Place, but there is a tricky left-hand turn on Lakeshore Drive, so we would encourage you to follow these directions. If you do that, what we're going to do is take Monroe or Randolph to Michigan Avenue, and then you're going to make a right onto Michigan Avenue headed north. From there, you'll take it over the river, then all the way up to Pearson Street. Hello, at this point we are now looking at Google Street View. We're at North Michigan Avenue and Pearson, that intersection. And up on the upper right, you're going to see Water Tower Place there in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. So I'm just turning right down Pearson Avenue, so this is what you'll see. You'll see Water Tower all along the left. On the left-hand side is where we're going to be turning in a few seconds if you're getting dropped off there. And what happens here is it goes a little bit past, so we're going to come back, but you can at least see that's where you're going to go in if you're getting dropped off. I'll zoom in here in a few seconds, and you can see that there is a height barrier, so please be aware of that. If you have a big limo bus or something along there, that one's about 9.6, so that's a little bit more than that, but please make sure your driver checks that out before they try to pull in. For those of you that will be driving yourselves and parking, we're going to keep going down Pearson Avenue here, and then we're going to make a left right there at the very first stop sign. We're going to go down this little bit of road. It is about a block long, and then we're going to be coming up to Chestnut Street, which will make a left again. So we're just going around Water Tower Place. Sorry, just trying to eye it up here. And you're going to want to get into the left lane right away, because as we're going here, the parking is below Water Tower Place, so it will be in the left-hand side. I will spin over there, going right in, and then you can see right in the left-hand side there, you can go to Water Tower Parking Facility. Thank you very much. I hope this was helpful.